Coming up, the Super Bowl gets a dose of Hawkeye spirit. And later, an update on the Phi Gamma Delta sexual assault case.
The Hawks dominated the Cornhuskers yesterday. I'll tell you more in sports on whose performance stole the show.
The sun has come out on this Valentine's Day. We'll be feeling the love later this week. I'll tell you more in weather. All that and more coming up on this Monday morning edition of DITV News. Don't go anywhere. DITV News starts right now. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Ethan Brander. 8 lucky students from the Sports and Recreation Management Program got a chance to go behind the scenes at Super Bowl 56 this weekend. News Director Elizabeth Neruda is in the newsroom with more about what their experience was. Elizabeth, what were these students' roles in the Super Bowl?
This is a very exciting experience for these students. They helped fans navigate events like the fan immersion experience, as well as the NFL's League Fan Transportation System. Basically, they just got a very in-depth look at how events like the Super Bowl all get put together. All of the students were extremely grateful to get this chance. Student Michael Markla said, quote, "The Super Bowl is a dream for everybody. We are going to learn so much from the customer service aspect."
And how does an opportunity like this come together? Last year, students helped a company called
Afterward, the company was so impressed with the UI students' engagement and professionalism, an offer was extended for a few students to come work with them at the Super Bowl. An invitation was extended to all of the sport and rec management students, and in the end, there were 37 applicants and 8 students were chosen. Admin through the journalism and sport and rec management programs worked very hard to ensure that students experience this one-in-a-lifetime chance. Back to you, Ethan.
Elizabeth. A bill that would ban mask and vaccine mandates in schools, businesses, and other locations advanced in the Iowa legislature Thursday. In addition to blocking mask and vaccine mandates, the bill would prohibit businesses, schools, and governments from firing workers based on vaccine status. Further, any workplaces that violate this bill, should it become law, will be liable for any reactions that came because a person received forced medical treatment. This bill would further Iowa's anti-COVID-19 response legislation, which includes a mask mandate ban in schools that was struck down in an appeals court in January. The court ruled that the ban could not be enforced in areas where mask mandates assist students with special needs. It faces significant opposition from healthcare groups in Iowa and is likely to face court challenges if it passes. 80% of shooters under the age of 18 obtain their firearms from a family member or family friend, according to the Iowa City School District. Facts like these prompted ICCSD to pass a resolution that required a letter to go out each year detailing gun safety. This resolution came at the beginning of February. The district plans to send out these letters to families each year explaining how to safely store a firearm. This information is meant to decrease gun accidents, suicides, and shootings. Dr. Cecilia Norris, who helped start the project, said, quote, "We can start addressing it by agreeing everyone has a right to obtain and own a gun legally. We can also agree that it is an adult responsibility to ensure students feel safe and secure in school settings in order to learn and thrive." Those involved in the project stressed continuing to inform gun owners after buying a gun. There has been an update in the Phi Gamma Delta sexual assault case from September 2020. The prosecution subpoenaed records of any misconduct or complaints for Fiji members Jacob Malone and Carson Seffen, as well as any from the fraternity as a whole. The prosecution disputed these claims, and Judge Kevin McKeever said that the subpoena was too broad. The prosecution could either narrow the subpoena or have it voided. The case's trial is set for July 2023. And after a very chilly weekend, the temperatures are rising a bit. Let's toss it over to Justina and weather to check out the forecast.
Thanks, Ethan. While it may not be time to ditch the winter coats just yet, the temperatures look to be slowly but surely increasing. Today will be a high of 33 degrees and sunny with a few passing clouds. Later in the evening, overcast skies will emerge and the temperature will drop to 17 degrees. As we look to Tuesday, it will be a great day to get outside as the high will be 46 degrees with a mostly cloudy skies. Even at night on Tuesday, the temperatures will remain in the 40s. On campus right now, the snow is melting, which is making the walk to class a little bit better. But the winds are still so strong, so it's best to still cover up. Throughout today and tomorrow, the wind gusts should remain about 15 miles per hour. And while the warmer temperatures are moving in, I heard that the men's basketball team was hot last night on the court, dominating a win. Sarah, can you tell us more?
Yes, Justina, that's right. The men's basketball team came out hot yesterday and dominated the Cornhuskers 98-75. The Huskers couldn't keep pace with the Hawks, and the Hawks entered the second half with a comfortable 28-point lead. Sophomore Keegan Murray was impossible to stop as he finished the game with 37 points.
He's got a complete skill set, so we all know that. We've all seen that. But I think it's his demeanor. You know, he's quietly, just killing you essentially, and he never lets up.
The Hawks defense was able to hold Nebraska to a 28% field goal percentage and force 10 steals. Meanwhile, sophomore Chris Murray and freshman Peyton Sanford also came up big on the scoreboard with 12 points apiece.
Yeah, I just think that our spacing is better. Guys are sharing the ball. It's not sticking as much as it was earlier on in the season. And I just think that with the more movement that we've been having these last couple of games, these last couple of weeks, I think it's really helped us a lot. And scoring a lot more points, getting a lot more easy baskets.
The Hawks return to Carver this Thursday for a big matchup against Michigan at 6 p.m. Be sure to stay tuned this week for more men's basketball updates. The 25th ranked Iowa women's basketball team is set to face the 15th ranked Maryland Terrapins tonight at 8 p.m. The Hawks are going into this matchup winning 9 out of their 10 games after their solid 88-78 win against Minnesota last Wednesday. Meanwhile, the Terrapins are coming in with a hot winning streak of 6. This will be a tough matchup tonight as the Hawks have to be successful on defense and stay consistent on offense, facing Angel Reese, who was named Big Ten Player of the Week for the 5th time this season. The Hawks will rely heavily on the presence of sophomore guard Caitlin Clark, who nearly averages a triple-double this season. Tip-off begins at 8 p.m. Don't miss Clark and the Hawkeyes battle it out with the Terrapins. The Iowa women's tennis team returns to action today at 12 p.m. against Missouri at the Hawkeye Tennis and Recreation Center. Iowa has been on a roll this season with a solid 3-1 record, while the Missouri Tigers are 0-1 this season, falling to a top-ranked opponent last week. Sophomore Alexa Noel and freshman Marissa Schmidt are ranked nationally. Noel comes in the rankings at number 5 and Schmidt comes in number 118. Noel has been ranked as a high number 3 in the national ranking, so suspect her ranking to bump up after this week. The Hawks have a great advantage over Missouri, holding a 9-3 against the Tigers. Catch the Hawkeyes on the court today at 12 p.m. to try and extend their record over the Tigers. Come back Wednesday for an update on men and women's basketball. Now back to you, Ethan.
Thanks, Sarah. Performance or protest? That is the question fans are asking after watching Eminem take a knee at the Super Bowl halftime show last night. The rapper took a knee after performing the song Lose Yourself. It looked like a nod to Colin Kaepernick, who used kneeling during the national anthem to protest police brutality and racial inequality. After the dispute between Kaepernick and the NFL, many artists have backed out from performing the Super Bowl halftime show. There are reports that before the show, the NFL explicitly turned down the request by Eminem to kneel during a song. But a league spokesperson said the kneel that was seen during rehearsals and that anyone could take a knee without repercussions. The entertainment company Rock Nation, who put on the Super Bowl halftime show, did not comment about what Eminem was trying to portray. Thank you for tuning in to DITV News. Head over to dailyiowan.com for all your latest news between Monday and Friday. And tune back in Wednesday morning at 8:30 for another news and sports update. From DITV News, I'm Ethan Brander. Have a great day.